welcome to Security Weekly. I am your host, Matt Alderman. I am here at Orange Technical College in Orlando, Florida for the third annual C3 Cyber Challenge. Joining me for this interview is Robert Curran. You are the Chief Information Officer for Orange County Public Schools.
That's correct.
So talk to me a little bit about the school district, its makeup. I think you have something like 192 buildings in the school district. You have a pretty massive footprint down here at Orange County.
We do. We have well over 247 sites.
Oh, wow.
199 traditional schools with 214,000 students. On our adult side, we have about 34,000 adult learners, and our technical colleges being one of them, one of the campuses.
Right.
So it's a huge infrastructure. We're probably the second largest employer to Walt Disney World.
Wow. That's amazing. Now, talk to me a little bit about the infrastructure to support all these different campuses, kind of at a high level. Like, how do you get all these schools connected and interconnected and communicating, and some of the technologies you use in the overall school district?
Well, our infrastructure is basically we use AT&T is our infrastructure base, right?
Okay.
And it all runs through our data center, which is downtown Orlando.
Okay.
Right. And every school is kind of connected through there.
Got it. Now, do you use any cloud service providers? Or are you running, like, I know that both Microsoft and Google have done a lot with the different school districts to offer O365 and mail and other services. Are you using some of those services in the school district as well?
We use all of them.
Okay.
For adults, we use Office 365. For students, we use the G Suite.
Okay. All right. So it depends on
Right.
whether you're students or adults in the program. Right. Okay. Any other cloud services like Amazon or Google's clouds, or you pretty much run your own data centers?
We have our own data centers, but we also have a footprint in Azure, and we also have a footprint in AWS.
Got it. So what does cybersecurity look like for the district, right? You've got a lot of locations. You know, what do you think about from an attack footprint? How do you manage your cybersecurity program at the school district? And I don't know if that rolls into you as a CIO, if there's a chief information security officer for the district. Walk us through that a little bit.
Sure. The infrastructure security runs through my office. We take it very seriously. We have benchmarks and we have standards that we test against on a weekly, monthly basis. You know, the thing that keeps me up at night is who's going to get in to the system, when they're going to get in, and how do I detect them and stop them? Right. It's not necessarily a matter of if, it's a matter of when and how soon you can catch it.
So do you have certain protections? I think most of the students have their own devices.
They do.
Are there protections on those endpoints to help prevent things like lateral movement and some other things? Or are you putting protections on those student devices?
Yeah, we have CrowdStrike.
Okay.
Which is
what everybody loves.
One, right? It's great. And it really comes through well for us.
Okay. And then obviously a number of networking tools to monitor all your network traffic across the environment, endpoints in place. I imagine there's firewalls in the environment.
Multiple.
Yeah, I would imagine between all these locations. What are some of the other kind of core components you use in your cybersecurity protections today?
Well, we have some of it outsourced, right?
Okay.
We have partners that monitor the traffic that's going on 24/7, 365 a year, so that they alert us anytime there's an anomaly in the network, and we get notified instantly.
Right.
So someone is there to either figure out what's going on, or maybe it's just something that's occurring and we don't really need to worry about it, but somebody is going to look into it within minutes.
And then do you have external partners that do things like penetration tests, red team exercises, just to kind of check the overall protections that are in place, and are they working?
Yeah, well, we do that monthly.
Okay, that's nice. Any other protections for the students? I mean, obviously we know you've got the G Suite and the O365. There's some protections there. You've got CrowdStrike running on the machines. What are some of the other potential security controls that are in place, just kind of around the student population, to make sure things are in good shape?
Yeah, and besides the CrowdStrike that's installed on the endpoint, we have Microsoft's ATP
Okay. Yeah.
right? That's running. We have some of the G Suite that's out there monitoring some of the traffic.
Yep.
That's on the G Drive. So,
are you correlating? Do you have your own security operations center? Is that something you do or something you outsource?
It's partially outsourced.
Okay.
Right.
But you're bringing a lot of that log data and that network data back into more of a traditional security operations center?
Yeah, that's our outsourced portion, right? They go through and they have all the alerts and the logs, and when they find something, they bring it back in-house.
Okay.
Right.
And then you have staff to address any potential issues that are there.
Correct.
Right. Any guidance for other school districts that are out there that might be listening that are, trying to figure out how to manage a large environment? Any tips you might have for them?
I used to have brown hair before I started.
I used to have hair before I started in cybersecurity. So
you have to take cybersecurity seriously. It's a 24/7 event. You can't just, say we're going to leave at 4:00 and we'll pick up the logs tomorrow morning and see what occurred overnight. That can't happen, right? You either need to be able to staff it yourself, or you need to outsource it to someone that can monitor 24/7.
So schools have resource restrictions when it comes to hiring their own people. Look for an outsourcer to help you manage that 24/7 around the clock, such that things don't fall through the cracks. Right. Because a lot of things can happen at night when students aren't here.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Robert, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
Thank you for your insights. Good luck with your cybersecurity program. We definitely want to keep all of our kids safe. So you've got a big job on your hands. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching. We'll see you soon.